Hi, Thomas here. In this video, I'll answer some of the key questions that you need to know considering reading. So one of the questions that I'll talk about is how much should you read? Another one is what kind of books should you read? And the last one is if you have a book, should you read it from top to bottom or should you only read certain parts of it? If you read certain parts of it, won't you miss some very important details that you definitely need to know? So to begin with, the answer to all of these three questions is your purpose. Not just your purpose for reading the book, but your purpose in general. Basically, how much should you read? What's the right amount that you should read? Should you read one book a day? Should you read 3 books a day? Should you not read at all for a certain period of time? Should you read biographies? Should you read novels? Should you read fiction books, non-fiction books? What kind of non-fiction books? How much of those books you should read? Should you just read some several ideas that are the most important for you? Or should you read all of the book? So the answer to all of this, once again, is purpose. Your purpose for living your life, why determines how much you would want to read. At this point in your life, should you read 1 book a day, and would that serve your purpose the most? If you're starting a business, perhaps that's the case. On the other hand, if you're studying and your main purpose right now is associated with your studies, with university, then perhaps you should not focus on reading so much additional material. But on the other hand, if you're studying and you want to start a business or just get your life in check, focus on your lifestyle, then reading is one of your most top priorities. So that's the answer, a very simple answer. And when you're reading a book, you also want to set a goal. So firstly, you may flip through the book, you just get a general idea of what it's about, of what's in it, and then you set a goal. So the goal may be, okay, I want to read the book just to get the main message of the book and perhaps to get some key ideas of what the book is about. And simply setting this goal will automatically get your RES, the part of your brain that's responsible for focus, to zone in onto the areas that are the most important for you, to zone in on the areas that are the most relevant for you. And whenever you're reading, it will just pop out. It will you will naturally tend to focus more on those areas. It will be pretty much natural to find out what's relevant for you. And you may think that if you'll only read for ideas, then you may not get everything from the book that you may want to get. But on the contrary, you're not going to only save a bunch of time while reading for ideas and while reading for your purpose, but the return of investment will just be huge. Like, imagine if you're only reading top to bottom, then it takes way longer. If you have a clear purpose, then you will know how long you should read, which parts you should read, and what you should focus on the most. And of course, your purpose of life, the purpose for your life, what are you living for, what's your current most important goal that you're moving towards, what's the key thing driving you, and towards what you're trying to get closer. This is what your vision, you could say. This is what determines how much you should read and determines what kind of books you should read. So for a while, you may just want to go and do a meditation retreat for 10 days, a Vipassana retreat. While doing that, you may not want to read at all, right? Because that's not in accordance with what you're doing there. Or you may want to read certain books that are in accordance with that. So just ask yourself, what is my main purpose? What am I going towards? What's my main vision? What's my main value in life right now? And let everything else be decided by that. And when you're reading as well, ask, what's the main thing that I want to get from this book? Once you're trying to find a book to read, you can say, what's my main thing that I'm moving towards in life? And then the book will come. So purpose is the key thing in any learning, in any reading. And I hope you found this information inspiring, enlightening, and helpful. If so, please leave a comment below and let me know, or whatever else you'd like to hear in the future. And if you'd like to learn more, if you'd like to learn how to read one book a day, if you'd like to learn how to read a few books a day, if you'd like to learn how to read faster, improve your memory to remember what you read and be able to put it into practice way easier, to get some new ideas, get some new networks of neurons going and become a superhuman in that sense, then go ahead and click here for a free 15-minute consultation. And I'll contact you as soon as possible and we'll talk. So thank you for watching and enjoy your day. Cheers.